Welcome everyone, and thanks for joining me for another episode of my Manchester United Master League on PES 20. We're here in North London to take on Spurs. In the last episode, we overcame Manchester City in the Manchester derby at Old Trafford. The momentum gathered is brilliant. Hopefully it continues here. Harry Kane receives the ball, turns. Oh, it was a decent effort. He got so much power on it, it dipped so quickly. United playing it calmly at the moment. They need to. Oh, it's gone straight through the legs of Christian Eriksen. Could work in favour of United. Here is Pogba now from Rashford. It's Rashford again. Rashford makes it 1-0. United a goal to the good against Spurs. 20 minutes played. That will no doubt settle things here in North London. Christian Eriksen though. Oh my word. Absolute mare there. Allowing the ball to go through his legs from Pogba. Dear oh dear. Pogba again. First time to Bruno Fernandes. Looking for Martial to run onto the end of it. Bruno goes down. Sanchez picks up the loose ball. Bruno gets it again. Absolute scramble there just outside the box. As United reorganise and come forward again through Martial. It's 2. And it's a peach. It's an absolute beauty from the Frenchman. It's a rocket. Straight past the Spurs keeper. United reorganise themselves so quickly and so clinically. Spurs have been hit with a double salvo here against United. Lamela now. And Dembele doesn't get past Brandon Williams. Of course he doesn't. And look at Williams. Martial already on that score sheet. Here is Bruno Fernandes looking for a goal of his own. Hasn't happened very often in the first half. Brandon Williams beaten. Here is Son now. Couldn't get it past us. Harry Kane. Closed down quickly by Tuanzebe. And Christian Eriksen sees his effort flash wide. So off goes Bruno. On comes Calvin Stengs. Tuanzebe has been brilliant here in this game. He's kept Harry Kane in his pocket. Lets him loose there though. As Harry Kane gets his shot away. Asking questions of Manchester United's defence this time. As you can see, it's Elvedi on Harry Kane this time. And he just puts it wide. Stengs, who scored that winner against City. Oh, Rashford just couldn't get much behind that. Here is Rashford again. Takes its time. Forces a great save from the keeper. Stengs back in. It's 3-0 to Manchester United. And Spurs have been absolutely torn apart at the back here today. The keeper all over the place. They haven't been able to breathe. They've been absolutely suffocated by that Manchester United attack. And it's paying dividends for United. Sancho and Savic off. On comes Greenwood and McTominay. 3-0 to United. We are looking comfortable. Probably the most comfortable we've been here against Spurs. And Mason Greenwood's found a way through. It's poor defending from Danny Rose. And it's cost Spurs. Danny Rose just stood rooted to the spot. And Mason Greenwood has scored an absolute beauty. Ooh, as he goes over and celebrates in the front of the Spurs fans, telling them to shush and sit down. We've put on an absolute clinic here at Tottenham's new ground. And look at Danny Rose's position in here. It's been left for dead as Greenwood's in, turns on his favoured left and bang. Launches upfield. 10 minutes to go here then. Harry Kane heads onto Lamela. Kane busting his gut here to get forward. Serge Aurier in space. Aurier finds Kane. Dean Henderson wants that clean sheet. It's a 4-0 win then for Manchester United. Does it get any better than that? As I've already said, it's probably the most comfortable we've looked against this Spurs side. So that 4-0 win against Tottenham. That Manchester derby win has it's been brilliant for us. The momentum carried over into that game against Tottenham, and as you saw, well, 4-0 against Spurs. It's not something that's happened at all in this save. We've probably conceded 1 or 2 here and there against Tottenham. You know, with the likes of Lamela, Kane, and all that up front, they didn't look threatening today. Well, up next for Manchester United as we walk out of the tunnel here. We're back in Champions League action. It's match day 5. and we're hosting AC Milan. It is a must-win, this one, after what happened in the last episode. Dropping 3 points against Real Madrid, where it finished 2-1 in Spain. They were just too much for us in that reverse fixture, Real Madrid, but we've already got a win over AC Milan. Hopefully we can do the double over them here today. Savic, who scored that winning goal back at the San Siro to open the group stage for United, his debut as well. He starts for United alongside Bruno Fernandes and Paul Pogba in midfield. For AC Milan, James Maddison starts. He is here back at Old Trafford for the first time since signing for AC Milan. Piatek and Paqueta both start also. Should be an interesting battle, this, as AC Milan need a win, and Manchester United also need to win as well. Benacer charging forwards here. Paul Pogba trying to win the ball back but fails to do so. Billiot. Here is James Maddison. Just dribbles on through. Maddison going to be in the mood for scoring against his former side. Here is Lucas Paqueta. And again, takes a deflection, and it's simple for Livakovic in the end. Savic then, no doubt, thinking about getting another goal against AC Milan. Would be nice. Here is Bruno. It's Martial. Slips it through for Jadon Sancho. Across, straight across the front of goal, looking for Rashford. Just couldn't find him, just couldn't get on the end of it. Martial again. Looking for options, finds Wan-Bissaka. It's a poor touch, keeps the ball alive though. Sancho back to Wan-Bissaka, it's brilliant. And Wan-Bissaka in for Bruno Fernandes. His volley just going past the, well, it's the wrong side of the post. Looked like he didn't really connect with it properly, Bruno. Looked like it was from the inside of his foot, yes. He's going to find Marcus Rashford. There was a challenge in that. The referee saw something, and it's going to be a Manchester United free kick then. We'll see the replay. It's Caldera. Just raises his foot there. The studs are showing. Maybe just grazes Marcus Rashford's shin. It's going to be Bruno then. Some way out. Surely we're not going to go for it. Bruno passes it instead to Paul Pogba, who's going to go for a long-range effort. He has scored them in the past, but not tonight. Not yet anyway, because it's still 0-0. Decent effort. Just swerves away from goal. Rashford turns. Here is Stengs. Slips it through for Erling Haaland. It's off the post, but the referee pulls back play. There's another free kick in there, just outside the box. It was a challenge on Calvin Stengs. Again, I don't think much was in it. The referee obviously saw something from Paqueta, maybe just barging into Stengs there, but it's goal scoring territory this for Bruno Fernandes. Bruno now, it's quite a wall as well from AC Milan, and Bruno Fernandes, yeah, straight at the wall, straight at Kessie. Ooh, launching it from deep here. Piatek on the end of it. There's James Maddison back to Piatek. Quick play from AC Milan. Paqueta feeds it through for Piatek, and it's 1-0. With an absolute shot to the heart for Manchester United, that from Piatek, and AC Milan. It's a good team goal, and that may just be enough for AC Milan to get away with all 3 points. United haven't looked threatening. Chance for United here through Marcus Rashford. It's Bruno Fernandes on the volley, straight at the keeper. It's not good enough. Well, Manchester United lose their second game in a row in the Champions League group stage with just one more game to play. Oh dear. Things aren't looking good at the moment. AC Milan, they're now level on points with us as we drop to second. Real Madrid take charge of the group by 3 points. They're pretty much through to the next round. Still got a game to go. We've still got to travel up to Scotland to take on Rangers in the last game, and we haven't beaten them yet. With that game midweek against AC Milan, that loss behind us, we need to try our best to get back to winning ways with this game. It's perfect game really, perfect chance to do so. Huddersfield, they're newly promoted. They're not doing the best either since returning to the Premier League. They're towards the bottom. And they're not in the best of form either. Not in the best of goal scoring form. So yeah, perfect way really. I mean, Premier League form is great, so hopefully we can continue that form and just put that loss against AC Milan behind us. Starting for United today, Erling Haaland, who usually starts on the bench, he's in the team, so is James Garner. Haaland onto Heath Chong. It's a good ball forwards to find Rashford. Erling Haaland linking up nicely, it's falling for Rashford. Couldn't really get much on that, to be honest. Here is Wan-Bissaka. Looking for options then. He decides to go with Bruno Fernandes. Nice little back heel to find Haaland. Here is Rashford. With his back to goal. Rashford finds Chong, who strikes it. Oh! It's gone in! Heath Chong gets the opener here at Old Trafford. One of the unlikeliest candidates to do so. Heath Chong gets a bit of help from a deflection off one of the defenders for Huddersfield. Fooling the keeper. Sending him the wrong way. Just a fraction of a second really that was in it. And it loops up over the top of the keeper. You'll see from this angle, a little bit better. Off the head of the defender. And the Saka. Some good closing down there. Good bit of pressure. Diakabi. It's a really good save that from Livakovic. He was down to it really quickly. Saving his embarrassment as well from getting beaten from that range. It's just outside the box. As you can see. Corner then. Pritchard. Seen looking for Congolo. He heads that one over. Not even going to try and pronounce his name. Here is Diakabi. Oh, he turns, shoots. Does really well to get his shot away. They are building up to something here, Huddersfield. Here is Pritchard again. Turns. We've defended solidly at the back so far. We've looked comfortable. Maguire now finds Bruno. It's Rashford, first time to Erling Haaland on his favourite left. Straight down the middle, straight into the keeper. Selleck closing down on Chong, but he finds Wan-Bissaka instead. Chong, nice run off the ball. Still has it, Chong. He finds Erling Haaland, goes for the fancy flick, but it doesn't work. Tuanzebe. He's really fitting in nicely into that defensive role. Here is Bruno Fernandes through for Rashford. On for Erling Haaland. It's 2. There we go, Erling Haaland. Back on the score sheet yet again for Manchester United. He's unstoppable this season. Start him in a game, he'll score. Bring him off the bench, he'll score. His feet are just made for scoring goals. Unstoppable. Through the middle for Rashford. This is his chance. Oh, he's put it over. Although he doesn't find his name on the score sheet today, Marcus Rashford goes off to a standing ovation. His performance has been brilliant. Those runs off the ball, or whether it playing in his own teammates, he has been brilliant and deserves that ovation as Greenwood comes on to replace him. Here is Paul Pogba. It's James Garner. Done really well as well. In that CDM role, Pogba, Bruno. It's Manchester United at their sparkling best. Oh, and Bruno Fernandes deserves something from that. It's beautiful football from United. It's the United way, that. First time. Great runs off the ball, just everything. Chongi finds Mason Greenwood. Is in on goal. Oh, it's straight at the keeper. Unbelievable. Savic, who's come on here. Dan James just about finding Haaland's short first time in for Dan James. It's 3. Manchester United have been sensational today. Every player stepping up and proving their worth. Savic to James, not the best of passes, but Haaland covers it up. Still finding Shaw, crosses it at the first time. What a header. Good win. 3-0, 3 points. Really professional performance from the team today. It looks solid everywhere. Ooh, Chelsea lost 1-0 at Stamford Bridge against Norwich, who we beat in the last episode, which means we now go above them by 2 points. And we're still 2 points behind Man City, who also won on the weekend. So still wide open, still looking really good. We're in great goal scoring form at the moment in the Premier League, and hopefully that continues as we are about to head into December, the busiest time of the season, where the games come thick and fast. We have that big important game coming up against Rangers as well. But up next in the league, we've got Arsenal. Oh, how about this then? Eden Hazard has won the World's Best Player Awards. Never did I think I'd see the day, but he's done it in this 4th season on Master League. It's funny really, because he's failed to do anything against us in the 2 games that we've played against them in the group stages. He plays for Madrid, of course. And there is the team of the month for November. There is, 5 United players in there. Rashford, Greenwood, it's really good to see him there. You know, when there's still the likes of Kane, Aubameyang, Salah, Greenwood's picked them to it. November's performance then, we played a total of 6 matches. We won 4, lost 2 unfortunately. Those 2 losses coming against AC Milan and Real Madrid, both in the Champions League. But our top goal scorer for November was Anthony Martial with 5 goals. It's not bad at 6 matches. Almost a goal a game. And Chong, who only played 1 game, that one against Huddersfield, is our best average rated player for that month. As we head into December then, almost at the halfway stage of the season, this is what the top goal scorers list look like at the moment. Sergio Aguero, who failed to find the back of the net against us in the Manchester derby in the previous episode. He is the top goal scorer by just 1 goal at the moment on 11. Harry Kane and Aubameyang following closely. Bruno Fernandes scored quite a few goals, quite a few important goals for United, especially in that Manchester derby. He's been almost quietly putting in the performances, grinding away. It's been fantastic. Anyway guys, that's it for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching.